You book a 20-day Caribbean luxury cruise, sun, sea, service. You picture elegance, you picture bliss. What you don't picture is a crisis, a caffeine crisis. Hello everyone and welcome back to our 21-day HAL Rotterdam adventure. This episode is dedicated to the most important question of any cruise. Can a coffee snob survive 21 days at sea? Spoiler, it was a near-death experience.
Way out on the Holland America, coffee urns brew by the billion. So they've gotta find those extra cups to fill. They've got an awful lot of coffee on the ship.
This isn't just a guide. This is a story of investigation, desperation, and finding the unsung heroes of the high seas. Stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly where to find the best espresso and why I nearly declared war on deck 12. My first target, the crow's nest. It's high, it's beautiful, it's forward. It should be the pinnacle. I order a simple espresso. Can you get me an espresso, single shot to drink here, please? What I received was an enigma. It was a single shot that looked suspiciously like alpha double shot. It was technically coffee, but it was behaving badly. I convinced myself, look, they have 4,000 passengers. Well, 2,700. This must be the HAL efficiency espresso. They are rationing the luxury. I immediately thought I have made a huge mistake. 21 days of this? Unacceptable. I need to continue my search.
You can't get root beer floats, cause the captain wants his quotas. And the way things are, I bet they never will.
As is tradition, on embarkation day, we end up at the buffet. There I saw these enormous stacks of coffees. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not coffee. This is a survival tool. This is watered down brown liquid for emergency consumption. We steer clear. My investigation had to go deeper. Why was the coffee so unmotivated? Then I started talking to my fellow cruisers and the truth dawned on me.
They've got a zillion gallons brewing on the ship. So get the tea or OJ cold. You'll see no Diet Coke they've sold. Cause the maitre d's throughout the line all say no, no, no.
95% of the passengers are our wonderful friends from America. They are here for the giant, flavor, bucket-sized cups of coffee. The 4% are probably Dutch, content with their elegant drip coffee. And the remaining 1%, well, that's me, the sole miserable European desperate for a ristretto. I realized I was alone. There was no Italian contingency. I was the last defender of the crema.
The captain's wife was almost tossed right overboard for daring to request Tea Martin. They've got an awful lot of coffee on the ship.
Another bar, Half Moon bar, yeah. After Half Moon case, just on purpose, isn't it? Anyway, no coffee machine. I wonder how they make the espresso martinis. Another one, this is Ocean's Bar. No espresso machine, no coffee machine. And now at the Rolling Stone lounge, see, no espresso machine, no coffee machine. And the casino bar, no coffee machine. So they don't want you alert with your attention, you know, that caffeine we need to be able to play the games without problems, yeah? So as you can see, they've got plenty of bars, but not coffee bars. Those we have the two speciality and then the other places.
The barman tried to make a coca malt, but found the mix was dry and it stopped with a halt. The chemist tried a fizzy grapefruit grog to sell, but it just tasted awful and it wound up in a spill. You try to get a soda, but the dispenser's busted still. Why, they could percolate the whole Atlantic if they will. And when the prime rib needs a savor, coffee gravy gives it flavor. Coffee creme brulee outsells the key lime pie. Why, they put coffee in the coffee on the ship.
Desperate, I stumble onto the Grand Dutch Cafe on deck 3, a beautiful, slightly cozier spot. I asked for an espresso and then the red flag went up. Hello, good morning. I would like an espresso, please, single shot. The barista immediately asked, double or extra shot? I thought, oh no, here we go again. They think my palate is broken. I looked him dead in the eye and said, no, I want a single shot, preferably a ristretto. Half a single shot, all the flavor. That's when I met Panache. He served me my espresso and I sighed, it's a pity you can't make a ristretto. And Panache, the savior, the legend, looked at me and said, I can make you a ristretto. The turning point. My heart lit up.
Wow, that served out.
The next 21 days would not be a decaffeination torture chamber. Panache cracked the code. He proved the excellence was on board. The quality is true, proper barista coffee. If you saw my heavy roll video, you know I spoke with the beverage manager. He told me there were 3 great machines on the Lido deck. I honestly thought he was pulling my leg. Was he a secret drip coffee devotee? But I paid attention and I found them at the quench bars. I saw a waiter I knew and immediately asked him to try an espresso from the machine. My heart lit up. It's certainly not the Grand Dutch Café's Panache masterpiece, but it was a great option for a quick fix. Now for the insider tip. It turns out these quench bar and main dining room machines are high-end self-service units, operated only by the waiters, not us passengers. They are our standard push-button machines, but quality-wise, they are a huge step up from above the filter coffee. This is your great quick option when the Dutch cafe line is too long. The beverage manager insisted I use the service, saying they fix things while you are on board. So I filled out my review, telling the dramatic tale of Deck 12 efficiency espresso and recommending a little machine training.
Forget the tea or OJ Cole. You'll see no Diet Coke they've sold. Cause the stewards down in Rotterdam all say no, no, no. So you'll add to the cruise ship color, serving coffee with the Dutch butter cruller. Dunkin' doesn't take a lot of nautical skill. They got an awful lot of coffee, an awful lot of coffee. Man, they got a gang of coffee on the shelf.
Today I went back, and what happened? They made it properly. The espresso was way better. Holland America proved their customer service is top-notch. They listened. However, the barista looked like she wanted to use the portafilter as a weapon. With 15 espressos a day on my bar tab, I'm probably the easiest passenger to identify. I think I'll stick to Panache for a while just to keep the peace, but I'm happy with Holland America's ability to deal with customer service and provide proper training. I need to be absolutely honest. The service is great. A massive shout out to the coffee champions, Panache, Leslie, Isra, and Randy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You guys were always attentive and willing to go the extra mile for my perfect ristretto with that beautiful crema. So, the lesson? Holland America Rotterdam has great coffee. You just have to know where to look, and sometimes you have to kindly insist on quality. This is a story of great customer service and how to win the coffee war on the high seas. I hope you enjoyed this story and this example of customer service at Holland America. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in this video where we explore the Holland America Rotterdam.
They ride a zillion gallons brewing on the ship. So get the tea or OJ Code. You'll see no Diet Coke they've sold. Cause when they trade these throughout the line, oh, I'll say no, no, no. The